for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The small and power forwards are the star pair of Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Jackson is out there with Johnson, and it's Cornette in at the center position. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Keefe is out there with Gobert, and it's prime time in at the guard position. The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with a good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting.
Good D by Johnson. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And with the height to see over the defense, the eyes to spot the open man, Giannis continues to flourish as a facilitator.
Here's primetime. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Here's McDaniels. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Cornette kicks to Johnson from outside the arc. Gobert pulls it in. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's primetime. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a three-point game. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. And Giannis throws it down.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
Stolen by Jackson. Driving inside. And Jackson throws it down hard.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's Gobert. Picked his pocket. Now here's Giannis. Last game we saw him score 32. Here's the teardrop. Outside Jackson. Switch. Tipped away. Pass to Cornette. Now Middleton. McDaniels defending. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's primetime. Trying his luck from deep. They get it again.
Well, we know Rudy Gobert is going to go down as not only one of the greatest defenders of his generation, but of all time. Just look at the number of times this guy has won Defensive Player of the Year. He is a force to be reckoned with.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Now here's Giannis. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down as he averages nearly 28 points a game. Here's primetime. The three. Giannis grabs the miss.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Johnson can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. And the two of us talked about how important it is to make sure Chris Middleton doesn't get going. Coach said he's an all-star caliber player for a reason. Now, I told our guys to make sure we know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, it sounds like they respect and are aware just how impactful Middleton can be. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. This is his first free throw of the game.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line. a solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor. The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. From the inbound. The Timberwolves trail. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Here's Primetime. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Primetime's got 5 points so far.
Gets one to fall, but only a second make in the first 7 attempts.
Johnson outside. And then Johnson with the dunk. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Edwards with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over in the corner, Edwards. Here's Primetime. He's guarded by Johnson.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
And there it is for him. Giannis has got his second basket of the night.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Primetime's shot is good.
Number 19.
Now Middleton. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Keefe against Antetokounmpo.
Hit me, I'm open.
Cornette passes to Johnson. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, give you a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And so, Antetokounmpo looking over it. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Primetime.
Well, it's not often you see someone be this impactful on the defensive end, but that's what makes him special. I mean, he's been doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score, but you can bet his coach and teammates know that he's been carrying the team with his D.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And so Milwaukee again turning it over. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Look at Milwaukee. Right now they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds.
And right now for the Bucks, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Middleton to stop a run. Cornette passes to Middleton. Can't hit from in close.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. They've been looking out to sink offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game. They didn't do that defensively.
Substitution now for Minnesota. Keefe is checked in for Eubanks. Edwards comes in for McDaniels. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Dillingham. And Primetime subbed in for Chris Paul. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Bennett. Antetokounmpo comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Chris Middleton's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Jackson in for Johnson. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis, the tested forward pair. Jackson is out there with Christie. And it's Cornett in at the center, locking down the middle. Middleton against Edwards. It's stolen by Gobert. The finish. Oh, Edwards!
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And here's Jackson, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Wednesday, they'll be tipping off a homestand, starting with the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Brooklyn Nets.
And looking at that Timberwolves matchup, it's a chance for them to come out and knock off the top dog in the league. A win there could be a big step forward for this team.
Bucks trail by 16. Giannis outside. The pass to Jackson. They need this. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
When a team Doris is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Yeah, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
And the second free throw, good. The Bucks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Inside, here's Christie. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot.
Hey, come on, y'all keep moving. Yo, keep moving.
The Bucks need to get a shot off here for 3. Nice D from Primetime.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Tries a 3. And another field goal in his total, making it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bucks trail by 20. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be. And here we get a chance to check out the story on Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding, just a powerful presence in the paint.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer, understands the offense, moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. They could use a bucket. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. Count it. And that's now 9 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, successful trip there. Middleton running that pick and roll. He can also work as the screener when need be.
Prime time shot is good.
Yeah, the D with very low pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Pass to Christie. Drives to the hoop. And he goes in for the dunk.
And it really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness. And it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Here's Primetime. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Primetime in the last game against the Trailblazers really lit up the floor. He scored 48 points and was reliable as ever from distance. A performance like that makes you hungry for more. We're looking to follow that up tonight, guys.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Here is Edwards. Passes it to prime time. Jacks up a three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Giannis with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Three-pointer on the way, and he sinks it from deep. Three-pointer good from primetime.
Yeah, and he made 3 3-pointers in the first quarter, and he just continued to pour them on here in the second.
To end the run, and Giannis will lay it in. Antetokounmpo's got 11.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Here's primetime. Misses the three. The Bucks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Jackson from long range. Milwaukee getting another chance here. Antetokounmpo finds Jackson, and the call will be against primetime.
Number 19.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Jackson with it. Shot clock at 6.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
That one good for 2.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Here's Christie. Pass to Cornette. Outside Jackson. From deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. Jackson's got his second bucket.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter. You know he wants to help his team, but not sure if shooting is the way to do it.
Here's primetime. Offensive rebound. Keith. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Outside for Jackson. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Ball's knocked loose. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's primetime. Here's Keith. And that one drops. Keith's got 6. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness as well, and what it means for a player?
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most resilient players or teams in the NBA.
And So it's the Minnesota Timberwolves riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get right back to the action.
Please give a big round of applause for your Timberwolves. You can't see.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from primetime.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Keith, and it's prime time in at the 1. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Knocked away. From deep. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Middleton. Minnesota with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets, and that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. Here's primetime. Gobert. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And there's the feed to Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And he gets it to go.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Middleton against McDaniel. Here's primetime. He's got 34. Nailed from three-point land. Primetime's got 37.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's primetime. 37 points for him. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Johnson. Nice D from primetime. Minnesota's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And that one, good. Primetime's got 39. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Bucks. Outside Jackson. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Johnson. That shot off.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
They grab their own miss and slammed up by Gobert.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, one of the best in the business, Rudy Gobert.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the pass to Antetokounmpo. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. Here's primetime. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
For Milwaukee, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Giannis against Keefe. Antetokounmpo passes to Cornette. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did, up high and down hard on the windmill flush. Middleton looking it over. Here's Cornette, defended by Gobert. Jackson misses.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Primetime. Drops in the tray. Primetime's got 48.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the experience and consistency Middleton offers is valuable to this team. He's still such an important player.
And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
And as soon as you turn it over on them, they're off to the races. They have been absolutely relentless in the open floor.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Aaron Holiday's checked in for McDaniels. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Christie's checked in for Jackson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. There's the triple. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Johnson. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Primetime. He's guarded by Johnson. He tries for 3. And it's Primetime missing. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked out, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time.
Cornette, he's checked in for the Bucks. Jackson comes in for Christie. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Cornette. Back to Antetokounmpo. Lets it go from 11. Kicks it down to Middleton. Giannis outside. Another miss by Giannis. Timberwolves shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. And Milwaukee looking at who they got. The small and power forwards are the star pair of Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Jackson is out there with Johnson. And it's Cornette in at the 5 spot.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, this is not about charity, folks. That's his 4th giveaway already. He's letting his guard down out there.
Eubanks, he's checked in for Minnesota. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Holiday, the pass to Primetime. Good! Another from 3.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Pass to Connaughton. Clock at 6. Rebound by Holiday. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final. Connects again from distance.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record books.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. And the call will be against Primetime. That'll be his second foul of the game. Well, a trend that we've seen over the past couple of years is that the league is getting younger, Doris, than ever before.
And Kevin, that's a product of players starting to train seriously at a young age. And what they're training is their skill level, handling, passing, and shooting. The key here is, do they have a nuanced understanding of the game? There is where the growth has to come, but it is definitely getting younger.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Holiday, the pass to Primetime. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Amude. And it's the Bucks' ball. Pass to Beauchamp. Will it go? Bangs home the trifecta.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Here's Primetime. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Beauchamp. It's hauled in by Shannon. Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Puts up a 3. Good, another from 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record book.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
And the crowd letting him know they appreciate his greatness.
Well, he's been nothing less than great. 3-pointers at a historic level.
I'll tell you, we knew he could shoot with range, but this barrage of threes has been nothing short of spectacular.
Make some noise!
On defense, Minnesota have allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Cornette. The pass to Beauchamp. Pulls up. High post. And he hits the jump shot. Beauchamp's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This guy plays with such confidence and an ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Here's Primetime. 3-pointer. Here's Eubanks. Rebounded by the Bucks. Cornette's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Connaughton up top, guarded by Holiday. And it's Connaughton missing for Minnesota. They've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Primetime connects again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
It's stolen. Comes up empty down low. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
Pass to Amude. Shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Smith. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Yep, it counts. Cornette's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Again, what an avalanche! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Passes it to Connaughton. Here's Cornette. We've heard some players, Doris, propose that refs should be fined for missed calls, especially with the game on the line. What do you think?
Kevin, I couldn't disagree more. First and foremost, the level of accountability for NBA officials is unprecedented. And keep in mind, there is discipline for high-profile mistakes and mistakes of all kinds. Every single game, every single call is evaluated, and you see their progression in terms of, yes, they'll officiate in the playoffs, or no, they won't. We are right where we need to be.
To the inside. Here's Beauchamp. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Primetime's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Shannon passes to Primetime, and good that time.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Cornette passes to Beauchamp. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Beauchamp's got 7 now in this quarter.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here's Primetime. Off target from outside. Milwaukee's gone 1 and 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Beauchamp. Hands the 12-footer. Minnesota's got 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Shannon passes to Primetime, and good, he hits it again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. There's the pass to Beauchamp. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Primetime.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Here's Beauchamp. Here's Cornette. Eubanks grabs the miss. Eubanks got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Primetime. Yet another bucket.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Boys, ball security flawless in the first half, but since then, it's an absolute disaster.
Minnesota making a switch here. McDaniels checked in. Holiday against Connaughton. Here's Primetime. And a miss there on the triple. Buck shooting around 41% on the night. Here he goes. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And yep, another basket.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Here's Johnson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Johnson's got 11 points here in just the second half. Minnesota shooting well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. Here's Primetime. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Johnson, the pass to Finney Smith. Here's Amude. Bucks passing it around. Johnson, that's for 2. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter. Minnesota's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9, kept alive. Pass to Shannon. Here's Primetime. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Primetime. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. Goes up with it again. And no good. Milwaukee's gone 1 and 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Down low. And Finney Smith gets it to go.
That's what you call using your body. Playing a little bully basketball is Dorian Finney-Smith.
Eubanks the pass to Primetime. And the shot is good.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And reaching an impressive milestone on the year, this will be hits it again. Wow!
We're bearing witness to one of the great scoring seasons of all time.
Greg, he's delivering night in and night out. Great games and nearing third all-time for scoring in a season.
And guys, don't look now, but Michael Jordan's scoring mark from 1987 is in his sights.
Second team foul. Shooting for Milwaukee. Johnson.
The first one falls. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Keefe is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Conley in for Aaron Holiday. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Jackson comes in for Pat Connaughton. And another one! And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Now here's Middleton. D right on him. Cornette kicks to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the three-point shot. Johnson's got 30.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night.
And another one falls.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Now, here's Johnson. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a